Good evening, everyone. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Welcome if you're new here. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm going to continue on working on my fall and Halloween journals. Some videos are just going to be about one video, and other videos might be a combo. Like tonight, I'm going to do both of the signatures in both of the journals, so that way then I can go back to doing an individual video for each one. So what I did was I went ahead and I put my pages in the order that I want, and I realized that this one, let me use this little rock to hold that down. This one's a little too long, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna cut a little bit off. Let me get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. All right, I think about 1/4 of an inch is really all I want. And this page does not look straight, and it's not, but it will be once I cut it. That's a little more than what I wanted. Okay, that should be fine. There we go. It was just sticking out a little bit too far. We'll put that back where it was. Okay. Like I said, I went ahead and see, that fits better. And I don't mind if that one sticks out a little. I can actually see the glitter on there. That's pretty. So the second signature is all done. So what I want to do with this one, actually, the first signature is all done. This is the second signature. I just want to kind of follow what I did in this one. So I just got to decide, is that the page I want for the top? It is. So let's just kind of match them up. And they don't have to be perfect, but I'd like them to be similar. So this one starts with the yellow page. We'll go ahead and put that in. Let's just move these envelopes out. We can decide later. Excuse me, I'm going to get a little bit of water. I already had coffee today, and I drank coffee the last 2 days in a row. I couldn't sleep at night. So I got to not drink too much coffee. Okay, so the next one is going to be a scrapbook paper, so I can just decide which one do I want. Let's see. I'm going to push these off to the side for now too. All right, so let's see. I got to look at that page. I think I'll go with this darker one. This is upside down, but I don't really care. I kind of like the way the flowers are hanging down, so that's the next one. I do not like single-sided paper, because you know you have to cover that, and you have to take time to do that. So that's just the way it is, so we'll just keep going. All right, the next thing is one of these poems, and this one says Indian Summer, and they're just poems. It says October, Emily Dickinson. I'm not going to take the time to read it. Maybe when I do the flip through I will. So that's the next one. And then the next one is a music page. I think I'll turn this way so that we can see the, not that it really matters what the name of the song is. I love music paper. It's so beautiful. So that'll be next. Let's see what's next after that. Then another scrapbook paper. I think I'll use this yellow striped one. Yep. And then we have the coloring sheet that's like Celtic design, which I really love that. Oh, this looks like it has reindeer on it, but it doesn't really matter. It's a weird design, but it's fine. It's okay. So let's go to the next one. The next one is another scrap of paper, which is kind of weird, but it's okay. We'll take another scrapbook paper, and then I have an envelope on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and match that up, and then I'll flip the page. Let's see what we have next. This is this, oh, what do they call it? This is a paint chart on this one, but this is a similar size, but it's something complete. Oh no, it is. This is a paint chart too. Okay, that's fine. We're going to kind of match that up. And then the next thing is this crinkly paper, which I love. And then we have, let's see, this scrapbook paper. I don't know what, oh, that must, I have an extra one, I guess. It's okay. They're very thin, so when I picked it up, it probably felt like one, but it was, oh, this is crooked. Let me see if I can get my cutter out here. See if we can, you can see how crooked that is. Wow. All right. Well, if you line up the bottom of your paper with this little plastic stopper, then you know that your paper is straight. Even if it doesn't look straight because there's a design on the paper, but you can tell by it's straight across there. So let's just take that off. Oops. It didn't work. Did it work? Oh no, because this is very thick. So let's try that again. Now I think we got one. Now we got two. Okay, that's fine. And oh my God, that doesn't look straight either. What is happening? I'm just going to go ahead and straighten it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine. This is my book. All right, I'm going to shut that off. Move it aside. I've got a little stool next to me that I can put things down on. So then this is going to be the middle of the signature. And again, I've said this before, but a signature is just a group of papers that you collect from your stash, and you put them together in whatever order you like, and you just pick all different ones. Yeah, see, now I have to trim the bottom now too, because that is crooked. All right, that's fine. And so what I'm going to do now is I've got to decide where do I want the placement of the papers. And where do I want the envelope down? Do I want it up? I mean, I have to decide. I might trim this off a little bit too. Doesn't need to be sticking out. It's fine. Tracing paper is very hard to cut because it just keeps wanting to move when you go to cut it. It's not firm at all. It's very flimsy. Okay, so that's that. The next one, so I like to stagger the papers. See how these papers are all in different positions, which I really like that. And then this one, these are the size of the book, so you can't make these go up or down, which is fine. And then this one is also, I'm wondering if I have to cut this. I'm going to have to take this is the book cover, and there's still a little bit of glue, like the glue left a mark there, but I'm putting a topper on it, so it doesn't matter. But let's put this inside and make sure that it's not sticking out. Oh, it's not. That's fine. Okay, so we'll go ahead, keep that where it is. And I have another table on the right side of me that has all my stuff for these journals, so that if I need something, I can just reach over and grab it. So the next one, this is a shorter page, so I'm going to want that to come down. This is just a regular size page, so that'll just stay there. This one, I might want it to go up more. And then this is a regular size paper. Okay, so now we have two signatures, but what we need to do, now this is going to be tricky. I did this on camera before. and I struggled severely. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen this time, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. So this is my pouch that I use for all of my, the stuff that I need for tying my signatures in. Okay, so what I need to do is we need to take some of these clips. Because I don't have any really short little pieces or anything like that, we can just go ahead and we'll match it up and make sure that it's tight and that all of the papers are matched up right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and clip. I'll clip one here. Make sure they're tight. Clip one here. And then I'll clip one down here as well. And I'll make sure that it's tight. Right there. That will hold that. And then, let's see. I'll just do one here. And these ones on the outside are just to hold the paper from flopping around when you're working. Okay, there's that one. That one's ready. I want to get the next one ready as well. So I have a box in my desk drawer that has all of these different types of clips. And it's really handy to just keep them right next to me where I can grab them. And I know where they are. And they're very handy right there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with this other one. Let me move that out of the way for a minute. So this one we can move over here. And then this one, I am right-handed, so I do like everything to be over here. So I'm going to go ahead and look through this one now too. And get that, everything placed where I want it. Okay, so this is my middle. I love to have a large image on the middle of my signature. This is my large image. This has a crease in it, but doesn't make any difference. I'm probably going to put some kind of a large image on that anyways. But that's my middle one. Let's see where I want. The next one is a regular size paper. See that crease? I almost folded it in the wrong place because I originally folded it wrong. So this one is a regular size paper, so we'll just keep it that way. This one, I'll have it come up at the, well, maybe I'll have it in the middle. And this one is regular size, but it's a shorter page. The next one, I'm going to have to take these envelopes out now because they're going to be glued in later. So I better go ahead and do that because otherwise it's going to probably get in the way. So let's just take those out of there for right now. Oops, of course it's clipped in now. All right, we'll take those out. So this one's ready over here. All right, let's go back to where we were. Let's see, that one. Yep, this is a regular size paper. This is the regular height, but it's a shorter page. Regular page. Music page, which I'll just put that in the middle. And then this is a shorter page, but I might have that one. Let's see, where's the do I have any that are up? That one's in the middle. I'll put this one up a little bit. And I love the colors. They pick up on this beautiful caramel colored paper. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And then this is a regular size page. This yellow one, I'm going to put it in the middle. Because it's not a short page that I can put up or down, I'm just going to center it, and I think that'll be fine. And then that's the cover of my signature. So now if we go ahead and open this to our, let's see, which page is our, oh, I'm just moving everything right out of where it was. Okay. Where's the center? Here it is. Okay, so we can just quickly look real quick because I might have moved things around. So This, I said I wanted it in the center, so we'll move that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to be covering most of this stuff anyways. That's fine. There's not a lot of little short pages, just a couple like that. That's fine. That's fine. This I wanted centered. Like that. And this is the cover. So let's try this again. See if I can grab it. There we go. And if I hold it, then I'll be able to clip it. Nope. Okay. Clip that there. Make sure that your papers match up in the corner there. So this is kind of the, it's tricky, but it's fine. What I think I might do is, I'm going to grab a few more of these. I think I'm going to like to have one on each side instead of just one on one side and one on the other. I think that will really keep it, keep it together where I want it. Okay, so that's fine with that one. This one, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clip it on either side of the center. If you look and you close it, you take a look at it, you can see, yes. Okay, but then I am going to go ahead and put a clip there. This just holds the pages back. There, I think that that's a good way to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that here. Catch all the pages if you can. That way the pages aren't flapping around when you're struggling to make holes in it. All right, so what I'm going to do is, because this is my book, and I'm not going to worry too much, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see if I can find the marker that I was looking for. Okay. We can go ahead and we'll just come down about 1.5 inches. We'll go right in the middle here. And then about 1.5 inches. That should be fine. So there's that one. I'll do the same thing with this. Because we don't have a lot of little short pieces or anything, I don't think we have to worry too much. We will definitely be catching all of these pages. And if it's off a teeny bit, it makes no difference. It's fine. All right, I think I'm going to keep that handy because I'm probably going to need that for the next one. So what I want to do now is, what did I do with it? When my husband and I went to, last time we went to Home Depot, I decided to get a bigger awl. I'm wondering, why is this unscrew like this? Let me see what it does. Oh, it's a spring-loaded one, huh? I don't know what that means, but we'll find out. I really don't know what that means, but this is, it's Pittsburgh Pro. It's an automatic center punch. Let's see if I can get it to, go back in again. You got to catch the threads. Ugh, and they don't make it easy, do they? Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way, which I was. That is so funny because, rule of thumb is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So is that right? Yep, that's loose. That's right. That is right. I really don't know what this is all about, but we're going to find out because I like that it has bigger holes. I struggled last time. I'm going to have to keep this and read the directions because obviously I didn't take the time to do it. So I do need a little bit of water. Hope everybody's having a nice evening. I babysat my granddaughter Gemma today and yesterday. She's so much fun, and my daughter's getting ready. She was I helped her with the my granddaughter's Halloween costume. My granddaughter's going to be a snail. So cute. My daughter's going to be a mushroom, and her husband's going to be a gnome. I think they're going to be so cute. Yeah, I'm really not sure about this. But let me show you what I normally use. Where did that... Oh, here it is. This pouch. Let me see. What do I normally use? Where's the punch? It might have actually broke. Oh, there's a little sharp one that I have. So we're going to have multiple tools to practice with today and see which one works best. But I did have another one, but I have a feeling that it broke. And that's the reason I went to the store with my husband, because I don't usually go with him. And I'm like, I'm looking for an awl. Do you think I could find an awl at Home Depot? No. There's no awl at Home Depot. Unless you want giant ones. This I got at Harbor Freight. So we're going to see how it works. Let me grab this other thing that we got. Oh, we got this one. This is a 4-inch scratch awl. Comfortable wood handle provides maximum control and durability. This one's too big. Look at how thick that is. Yeah. So, no, I don't think we'll be using that. I'll give that one to my husband. Maybe he can use it for something. I don't know. Ouch. Oh, just banged my knee. Excuse me. Ow, that hurt. I have bony knees and I'm always hitting them. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. But anyways, let's get going on this. So what I want to do is, this is my cover. And what I need to do is, I definitely need to mark that somehow. Let's see. We're going to want the 2 signatures like this. One here and one on this side and one on that side. So I think what I'll do, I know what I'll do. I'm going to put the holes in the paper. Let's see how, oh, I see what it, oh, that's kind of cool. No, I don't think I like that. I think if you were going to do this, you would need it to be on some kind of a mat. But we can give it a try and see. I've seen other people use these things where they're going like this, and eventually it gets all the way through the paper. Let's see if this works. This might actually be what I'm looking for. Let's see if that hole went all the way through. It didn't, so let's keep going on that and see what happens. Let's see. I'll be able to see if I went all the way through or not. I didn't. I'm going to have to stand up for this. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. All right, first of all, I need to get my cover out from under here. And I need to put another mat underneath because I don't want to ruin my brand new mat. Let's see. If I have 2 of these mats, I'm hoping that I did not put a hole in my mat. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to put 2 of them. This is so cool. Let's try this. See how it works. One, two, three. Boom. Goes through. I don't care about this mat. I just want to make sure I'm not going through all the way to my other mat. Oh, that thing is so cool. Oh my God. Let me get... What did I do with that? Oh, I put it in the drawer. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I gotta figure something out. is my needle that I use to sew these together with. Is that gonna go through? That's a good size hole. Perfect. Look at this. And this. Oh boy. I just discovered something very cool. I only have to do this thing 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm through. But look at, ooh, gotta be careful with that thing. That works amazing. I'm sorry for the noise, but guess what? It's gonna be worth it. I don't think I'm gonna struggle as much. Okay, so what I need to do is, how am I gonna do this? I need to be able to get all the way through. Yes. All right, here's my cover. I need to mark where the holes are. The holes are already on the paper, so there's no way for me to mark the book and the paper at the same time. So what I did is put holes in the paper, and now I've got to check the top, check the bottom, make sure it's where I want it, and it's on this side of this wrinkle because that's the middle. So what I'm going to do is I've got a pencil. I'm going to mark that hole right there so that I'll know that's where it belongs. And do I have enough space on the bottom and the top? I like it there better. I wish I had a skinny marker. A skinny marker would, oh, actually what I can do is I can put that mark there and then take a marker. What do I do with it? Oh, it's right here. I can take a marker here because I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. There's one. So the first one is going to be the most difficult. Let's do the second one. So we match that up. We want to make sure it's in between. Let me see. Is that in between? That's fine. And then we're going to mark that one. And now one more. So we're going to match these holes up. 1, 2, and this is the third one. Let's make sure we have enough room at the top. I want to make sure I'm at that mark. I'm at that mark. At the mark. At the mark. Yes. So now I need a mark right there. Oh, great. I just broke my sharp pencil. Oh, but I get another one. Okay, here we go. Let's try not to break that one. All right, I already got a mark there. So we'll just take this. 1, 2, 3. So there we go there. And now all I have to do is, well, nope. I can't transfer these dots over here because this signature might be a little bit different than the other one. So let's go ahead, put those aside, and let's do the same thing with this punch. This punch is amazing. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. I'm wondering if I can get through even with 2, and that way it won't go through so far. Let's see. Ah, I only need to go through twice. Let's check that. Look at that. Goes right through. Awesome. And then I want to also check. I'm only going to do this with the first one. After that, I'm just going to do. Goes right through. I got to let my husband know this thing is amazing. Wow. This thing is a game changer. Look at that. Perfect size for my needle. Try this one again. So we got 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Only have to do it twice. This is so much easier than what I've been doing all along. That's why I struggled so much last time, is because the hole wasn't big enough. And I'm older, and sometimes my hands don't work as good as they used to. And it can be a struggle, but that's amazing. Wow, I am so impressed with this little thing. Oh, look what I just discovered. This paper is very old, and look what just happened. That's okay. I'm going to cover that with some washi tape or some ribbon, because that's going to rip and tear, and that's not going to be good. But now that I know that, I'll just go ahead and fix that. So let's go ahead. Thank you for saving my mat. These are like, they're like mouse pads, but I've used them for a few different things. See, it didn't go through. I only did it twice, but when I did it 3 times, it almost went through to the second one. But I only did it twice, and then it worked great. So I'm going to leave these right. I keep these right near my desk, and those are there and ready for me whenever I need to do that again. So what I need to do now is this second one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to line it up, make sure that the top and the bottom are lined up. We want to make sure we're in between here. Okay. This has a little bit more down here, so we're going to move that. We want to make sure we're in between, and we are. So we'll just mark it with the pencil and then the marker. I don't want to lose my mark. I'm going to move that over just a little bit so it's in the middle. See, that one's in the middle. There we go. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so that's that mark. Go to the next one, which is right here. Hope my head's not in the way. I guess we're going to move that over a little. I don't like it going way too far over to the left like that. And then we'll mark this one is here. Second one is there. Are they matching up? Yep. And the third one right there. Okay, I'm going to have to find some kind of a long skinny marker or something that would go through those holes and mark my, yeah, see how these are different? See how these are a little bit different? That's okay, because they match the signature. These holes match the first signature. These holes match the second. Doesn't matter that they don't match each other. You just want to make sure that, let me check it one more time before I mark that. This hole is here, and top and bottom. Nope, that's not a good spot. That needs to come up. You know, this is my book, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll remark it. It's fine. Oh, that can't be right, though. Let me look at the other one. Yeah, see, I came down further on this one. Yeah, look, if you match them up, it is off. It's okay, though. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that the paper fits in the book properly. That's the key. That's what we're looking for here. We're not looking for... Okay, so, yeah, that top one. I'm just going to go like this because you're not going to see this anyways. So let's do the next one. Okay, so that's the first one. Is it too high or is it okay? That one looks okay. So that one's good. So let's go to the next one. That one's actually fine, and this one is up higher. It's up a little bit higher, which is fine. Okay, we're going to mark it. Let's see. Right there. Okay, so now I got to test out this thing on the cover now and see how many times it takes me to go through the cover. And if it's even going to work, who knows? I don't even know. I want to test that other one out. Make sure that these holes are matched up right. 1, 2, 3. Yep. let's check this one again. Sometimes you have to, you know, keep checking things and make sure that it matches up the way you want it. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's great. Okay, I gotta remember which one's which. This one is the right one, and this one is the left one. Okay. Let's see what happens when we do this with this. Ready? Let's try it. See what happens. I'm still worried about my mat underneath. What can I put under there to prevent something from happening to it? Oh, let's see. What do I have? I know. Trying to see if there's like a book or something that I could stick under there. I have something here that I could use. This is the number of our house, and this is a piece of wood. And I got a wood burning kit, so I'm going to burn out the number, and then I'm going to stain it, and I'm going to put a couple of clear coats on it. And then we had this crazy crooked tree when we first moved in. We had it taken down, but it has a really cool stump, and we're going to screw this on there, and we have a light that shines on it, and you'll be able to see the number of our house. But this is wood, so even if it goes through it, what do I care? It's the back. I'm going to screw this onto a stump. It doesn't make any difference. So let's see how this works, and how many times do I have to do this? Let me move over a little. Ready? All right, how many times did it go through? That was 4. Let's see. Did I go through? Almost. Excuse the noise. I'm sorry, but... Almost. Oh, I made it through. Awesome. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to see where that goes through. Perfect. Okay, let's try this again. I think I'm going to have to do it 10 times to get all the way through. Did I go all... Whoops. Excuse me. Just dropped it. I'm dropping everything. As usual. Let's see. Did I go through? Almost. I need maybe 1 or 2 more. Make sure I'm on that wood. Okay. Did we make it through? Yeah. Perfect. Let me make that hole a little bit bigger. That's great. Let's make this top hole a little bigger too. Yep. That's what this thing is really good to make sure that, because it's not long, but it's sharp and it's pointy, and that's what we need. So I'm going to do this. Ready? Let's see, did we go through? We did. We just didn't go through the material, but that's fine. There's a hole there, and that's all that matters. All right. I don't know if I really want to use a fat marker like that. Let me just find something thinner. That one's, way too thick. Here, let me just try it. What is that? It's a gel pen. Of course, I don't have a dark one, right? They're all light pastel colors. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't see what I'm looking for. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to use a pen. And I'm going to... 1, 2, 3. Let me just check this. All right, here's the first one. I just want to check it one more time to make sure that we're where we need to be with these holes. 1, 2, 3. We are. Awesome. Okay, so let's do the same thing. I want to turn this over though, and where the holes are, I'm going to mark it. Because sometimes you can't see through the material that you're using, and you can't figure out where the hole is. Now, see, that hole seems to me to be over a little bit too much. Is it? 1, 2, 3. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So let's do this to the next holes. This is so cool. I love this thing. I think 10 is the, maybe 11. Thinking maybe 11. Let's try 11 and see if it goes all the way through. I think it's gone through the book, but it hasn't gone through the material. That's what that is. Yep. Because there's the hole. And you can come through on the other side too. Make it bigger if you need to. Excuse me, I'm struggling here. Is that the hole? Yep. Okay, so we just have to... And it doesn't matter that these don't match up, because when I sew it, I'm covering this whole back anyways. Doesn't even matter. So let's go ahead and finish those holes. Make sure I'm on the wood. I'm going to have to get myself a piece of wood to do this on, because I don't want to ruin that thing that I'm going to be working on. There, let's see. Check it. And this is pretty thick too. This is a photo album, and I also added some cardboard to give it some more stability. I don't know if you remember when I did that, but so this is pretty thick, and it worked. It just doesn't go through the material for some reason. The end on this it's sharp, but it's also thick, so maybe that's the reason why. But let me see. We got to do one more. I know that it's noisy, and I apologize, but this thing is amazing. I love it. I won't be doing this on camera very often. I'll do it off camera so you don't have to listen to it. But I want you to see, because this is a fantastic tool. I love it. So let's... Let's see. Excuse me. Yep. It just doesn't go through the material, that's all. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to mark these with marker. Because I am going to cover this whole thing. You're not even going to see it. So, that's awesome. So what we can do now... Excuse me, I've got to take another sip of water. I'm very thirsty. Okay, so this is in the evening. I usually do not do videos at night. I think I've only done one other video at night. I usually like to do them early in the morning, maybe mid-morning, but I'm so busy babysitting, and tomorrow so Monday and Tuesday I watch my granddaughter, and then Wednesdays I go help my daughter-in-law with my 2 grandsons. They're 3 and 1.5, and she needs help, you know, with them. And I love to see the boys. So now I've got to decide what color string am I going to use on that. and I want to show you. This was going to be for another video. I'm getting ready to do an organization video again. I do them every once in a while. I found this box and it was empty. It was on a shelf, stuffed in the back of something. This is a beautiful box. I love it. And I'm using it for all my threads. Oh, and here it looks like I've got some, that should be with my jewelry. I don't know what that's doing in there. So these are the threads that I use. They're not very expensive threads. I think I get these at Dollar Tree. This one's a stretch lace. Yeah, it says Crafter's Square on it, and none of the other ones are in packages, so I'm assuming they all came from the same place. I think I like, let's see, I might want this one for my Halloween one. Let's look at any other colors. And these, I don't even know what I would use these for. These look like, that's very thick. I have no idea what I would use that for. But I'll find something to do with it, and if not, I will donate it to someone that might be able to use it. I mean, I work with kids. We might be able to bead some necklaces or something, you know. But this is elastic, but I don't need elastic. I need this one. So this is the one I'm looking at. And these are also the same, but those aren't the right colors. So I'm thinking brown, either brown or this color here. Nope, I think I'm going to go with the brown because it's fall. So I've got brown for my fall journal and orange for Halloween. So put that away. I will still do that organizational video, and that will be in it. But I just needed to get some of that for now. So let's put the orange with the Halloween stuff right here on the table. I've got everything organized. At least I think I do. I like to think I'm organized. That doesn't mean I am. Okay, let's see. So what you do here is, I don't like how this is all tangled up. When you're measuring your thread for sewing in your journal, you do 1, 2, 3.5. Just to give yourself a little bit of extra. You probably don't need all of that, but there's got to be a better way to store this, because look at this is a mess. I'll have to figure that out later. All right, actually I'm going to need 2, so I might as well go ahead and measure against this one. Where's the end? Oh, yeah. Huh, this is going to be a mess if I don't do something with this. I can see that it's all tangled up. Oh, look at that. What a mess. Okay. So what I'll do is, I don't want it to get all knotted. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to match it up. And you'll have to excuse, I have a blood blister today. I pinched my finger in a pair of pliers. 1, 2. Well, I'll just do it right to the end, and I know that I have enough. And then I can put that away. So now I have both of my strings, one for each of the signatures. Now I'm hoping, let me put some of this stuff away. Now that I have such large holes, that because of this tool, and I have seen one other person use a tool like this, and her name is Pam from the Paper Outpost. She's got a great channel. I've seen her use that, and I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, oh my God, that thing's crazy. But now that I've used it, it's amazing. All right, I don't know how to link other people's channels and things like that yet, so you can just, you know, check her out. I think I'm gonna tie a little knot at the bottom. That way it doesn't go through, even if you pull it too hard. And that'll be at the bottom of my, that'll be at the bottom, so it won't make any difference. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can, if I can remember the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You start at the top Oh, look at how, oh my God. It is going through so easy. That is insane. I love it. Okay, so I need to pull that whole one out. This one, you can take one of these and just clip it there. So you know that you are not going to pull your end all the way through. So we went through the top hole. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I want it to come from the inside. Do we go up? Yeah, because if I come down here and then I go through the middle, this string is going to be on the outside. So, okay, I'm going to go through the middle. And let's see how difficult going through this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be difficult. Ouch, at all. I almost stuck myself. That's how easy it went through. Like butter. I am so impressed with this. And now you go through. So you went through the top. You come out. You go through the middle from the back. And let's make sure that you can look at it. Yep. And now we're going to go through the bottom. Let's see. I'm going to have to twist this around a little bit. I don't think we need this wood anymore, but thank you very much. That thing worked beautifully. I'm definitely going to get myself a piece of wood to use for that. So now you just go through the bottom hole and look at how easy this is. First of all, I want to make sure I'm on the right side, which is the right side of the spine. And you go through, which we did. Now let's look. Yep. And now we're going to go through the middle again. But make sure that you do not pierce. If you pierce the thread, you're going to split the thread, but you're not going to be able to tighten it properly because you've split it. But let's make sure. Let me just take a look and see where I'm at. Everything is still loosey-goosey right here, which is fine. You want it loose right now while you're manipulating your needle and thread. But look at that. Oh my goodness. That worked amazing. Okay, so what we need to do now is, I'm going to slip that underneath. Let's make sure we tighten this up. Let's look at the back to make sure we get, look at that. And it's not straight, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm covering this. We want to make sure that it's tight, though. So let's tighten that up. Is it tight? Can be tighter, but when I actually tie it, it will tighten up even more. Yeah, okay. So now I'll take my needle off. I'll put it over here. And now we're going to... Yep, you want to have your threads, yes. I'm going to check one more time. It's nice and tight. So what I do is tie it one way. Hold on. Okay. And now tie it the other way. There we go. Look at that. I'm not putting any dangles and things on it that I know of. So I'm just going to go ahead and snip it. And I think what I'll do is, you never know, you might need a piece of string, so I'll keep that. I'll just tie another little knot at the end. And that's fine. If I really wanted to add charms to this, you could tie them there, or you could, you know, attach them in another way. But for right now, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and take all of these clips off. And look at that. That works beautifully. Well, you have to train your paper to lay flat. I just want to see the position of it in relation to the spine. It's great. And then we have one more signature, and there'll be space, so as it grows, there'll be plenty of room for me to work in this book. So I am so pleased with that this spring-loaded, all fantastic tool. My favorite tool now. I love it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we'll do the next one. We just got to thread our needle again. And I'm not going to do this every time I make journals, but you know, there are some people that really want to know how this is done. They don't want you to just automatically show them a book that you've made, but you haven't showed them how you've made it. I've had people ask me to show them, can you show me how you actually made that? I mean, I love the book and I love everything that's in it, but I have no idea how you did that. So I did it with my garden journal, start to finish. Now I'm doing it with this. Okay, so we're going to start at the top again. Make sure we go through with our needle. Oh, it goes through so easy. Then we're going to find the top hole. Make sure that we can get through. It's just that material. It's like nylon. It's really not good material. But it's good enough for this. So we pull it through. Excuse me. I'm being really clumsy tonight. I was telling my husband today, I keep dropping things today. I've spilt 2 things, one at dinner and one after dinner. I'm like, what the heck is going on with me? Not that I'm that coordinated to begin with, but this was getting a little ridiculous today. But I think it comes with age. I think we all get clumsy as we get older. So we came through the top from the inside. Now we're going to go through the back. Let's see if it goes through. Is it in the hole? Oh, I see it. Just gotta, don't get your fingers out of the way. There we go. This one is a little tighter. I should have made the hole a little bigger. So this, see how this just shifted like that? Doesn't matter. Just move it over and pull the thread. And it's gonna pull it into position. We wanna make sure we get that end thread pulled though, and we already have it clipped inside, so we know we're not going to pull our thread all the way through. So now what we need to do is go through the middle. Hold on, where's that hole? I might not be, hold on. I might have to feel around for that one. For some reason, this middle hole is not, there it is. I got it. I need to get a different needle. I have 2 of these needles, right? Look at the top of it. It's curved. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but it doesn't help when you're sewing in journal signatures. It doesn't help. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that a little tighter. Pull that tight. And now we're going to go down to the bottom. Look at that. Slides right through. Oh, I'm not sure which video it was that I did, that I struggled so much getting the pages in. It might have been my garden journal. I was not a happy camper that day. I was very frustrated. All right, let's see. Is this going to go through? It's this crooked little thing at the end of the needle that's messing me up. Okay, so let's pull it through. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. All right, so we're going to pull this tight. Hope you can see this. See, when I pull that thread, it pulls the whole book. Let's make sure. Look at that. Needs to be tightened a little more. Pull that. Okay, so now what we need to do is, we have 1 more hole. We got to go back through the middle. This is called a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And look at it, it goes through like butter. I love it. The end of the needle's a little thick too, so I think this middle hole, unlike the other 2 holes, I could have made it bigger. I probably didn't do 12. I probably didn't do it 12 times. All right, this, I don't like that. I'm gonna pull that Okay, so now what we have to do is, when we go to tighten it up, you'll be able to see. But right now, I need to go through here. When you go through that middle hole, do not pierce that thread. Because if you do, like I said before, you won't be able to tighten it properly. So we can release that. Pull it tight. Now, I'm going to take the needle off. We're going to flip this over and check it. Is it tight? Yes, it is. That top needs to be tighter. I'm going to pull it. But when I tie this, this needs to go under. You want your threads, you want one on one side and one on the other. And when you pull them together, let's check one more time. All right, that's nice and tight now. Look at that. Yep. Okay, so now we can go ahead and tie it. Pull it one more time. You don't want to rip holes in it, but you do want to make sure that it's tied properly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, like I said, I don't know about charms. I don't think I am, but you never know. I might. All right, I'm going to save that little piece because you never know when you need to tie something up. My daughter could have used these pieces today when we were working on my daughter-in-law's, my granddaughter's Halloween costume. She needed little pieces like this and she didn't have any. And here I am. I have every kind of craft supply in the world. But she lives down in Buzzards Bay, which is 35 minutes away. So we just had to work with what we had. And we got it done. It was fine. Let's see. Okay, so let's take all the clips off. These clips, I am telling you right now, they come in so handy. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to put them all right back where they belong. That way I never have to look for them. I know where they are. That's the key to getting organized in a craft room. I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna put my needle away, and I'm gonna order online or maybe go to Joann Fabrics or whatever. I need like a 4-inch needle that's straight. Maybe I'll buy a couple of them just so I have them. But this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. I'm good with that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away. I don't need it. I'll need it for the Halloween book, but I'm not gonna do that in front of you guys. I'll do that off camera. And once I have both books with all the pages in, then I will come back and we will start working on each book individually. I'm gonna probably work in the Halloween one because I wanted to try to get it done by Halloween. And the fall one I can keep working on once Halloween is over, but I still want to get them to the same spot where they're both ready to work in. All right, so let's see how this one looks. Again, I have to be very careful with this. It's either I cut it, which I don't want to because look at how beautiful that looks. Right now, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't get worse. And I'll figure that out later on. Not worrying about it. And even if I saw the tape, who cares? But I'm going to I'll cover that with washi, but that will protect that now from getting any worse than it was. Oh, and there's cat hairs. Yeah, you know, my cat Louie. He's everywhere. So isn't his hair. Let's see if I can move in without banging my knee. If I can move that little stool over. There we go. I've got to get a new office chair. I don't like this one. It has arms on it, and they keep banging the things next to me. I don't like it. All right, let's take a look at this. Look at that. It's in there beautifully. That looks so good. Let's see. We'll flip it over. And look at, you got all kinds of room in the middle, which I may actually put a little piece of lace or something in there, because look at what a mess I made there. I guess I thought these signatures were going to be closer, but look at how, I think I'm going to need a little bit of glue right there. But look at how nicely they are placed in the spine. Let's see if I can get my art glitter glue to come out. Yep. Oh, good. I'm just going to glue that. I don't like how floppy that is right there. I am going to cover that middle piece with some lace, but that looks great. Look at that. It's very evenly spaced. I like that. I mean, some people would put another signature in there, but then by the time you decorate it, it's going to be like this. It's going to be so fat you can't even... I'm not that crazy about that, so I think that's going to be great. So, my fall book is constructed now. And let's go ahead and take a look and see how... oh, and look at how this lays flat. I don't know if I've ever had a book, a journal that I've made lay this flat like that. I don't know what I did, but I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little quick flip through of just the pages, because the next video we're going to start putting in belly bands, corner tucks, side tucks, up tucks, and pockets. Now, I wanted to show you, I went ahead, after I made this cover, it didn't have a pocket, but I went ahead and I made a pocket on each side. It's actually just one strip that goes all the way across. I ironed it so that I have straight edges, but then I took some art glitter glue, and, well, that's a tight pocket right there. It doesn't matter. I'm not planning on putting a lot of stuff in here, but it's still fine. Let's check this one. That's a tight pocket too, but you know what? Paper is thin and it's okay. It'll be fine. Yep, it's still a pocket. Okay, so let's keep going here. Let's see. We've got music paper, and if you train your paper, you just kind of... yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that. The pages lay so flat. Oh, what's going on here? Is this... oh, my God. I hope this one's not the same. Oh, my Lord. Anyways, doesn't matter because I'm covering up most of this stuff anyways. And these pages are just fine. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. That's fine. Yep, that's fine too. I don't really care. I'm going to be covering most of the stuff. Alright, so. Okay, so that's good. And let's see this. Yep, that's good. That one's... oh. This one, I need to put a little tape. Sorry for the noise. It's my drawer. It's loud. I'm going to put a piece of tape there to protect that. And I will definitely be having to wrap these edges with washi tape. Otherwise, they're just going to shred. It's very old paper. And I'm going to end up putting something over it. But what I'll do is I like to keep the music notes on the side. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. This is a short little page. You can glue something on there. I like that little design. And it kind of goes good with that. This looks good. I love this. The sound of that paper. Just, oh, I love it. This I definitely will be covering. I don't like that page, but I like the color. So we'll put an image here. This, yep. This will definitely be covered. I don't like the white. Here's our center. Yep. Love that. That's good. We'll be adding belly bands and pockets and corner tucks. And this is kind of cool. That's the other side of that paper. This is just blank, white, boring. Don't like it. There's pretty leaves, upside down music paper, but I don't really care. Here we go with the poem. And beautiful fall paper. We got some yellow paper. This is white. Now I see the holes here. I'll definitely be covering that up with a strip of paper or something. Beautiful. So there's my fall journal. It's completed. Now we just have to start, like I said, the next video will be putting in pockets, belly bands, corner tucks, side tucks, and up tucks. And most likely it will be my Halloween journal, because I am going to try to, oops, that just ended up on the floor. I'm going to try to finish that journal, and then I'll just keep working in the fall journal. Oh, I need to show you something. I don't know if you, if you go back and watch the video of how I constructed this Halloween book. Oh, this is coming up. You'll see that I put the pocket in, and this material was upside down. So I'm thinking to myself, what the heck was I doing that I couldn't have just flipped it over before I put the pocket on? So light dawned on Marblehead, and I took off the pocket, flipped it over, and I put the pocket back on. So we have two nice pockets here. And now it's going in the right direction, because I don't know why. As I watched back the video, I could see at one point I turned it one more time and didn't look at this before I glued on the pocket. But now I think it looks great. It needs a little bit of, you know, after you make something like this, you have to go around and kind of check your edges and maybe put a little bit more glue here and there before you sew in your pages. Let me just take a little wipe. There we go. So that'll stay down now. Oh, I think it needs a teeny bit right there. Okay. This glue is very strong, so art glitter glue, when it dries, it's not going anywhere. So I just wanted to thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate the support. I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting.